One of the topics I wanted to talk about with you guys eventually. Do you think Howard Stern is better or worse now?
Me and Steve fight over this a lot.
Yep.
I don't think he's better.
I do.
I do too.
I think it's political. I'm not saying but I've heard so many people, I don't listen to him anymore. He's this, he's that. Politics have gotten so much,
I still listen to him.
It carries so much weight now. It's crazy that you take one of the funniest guys of all, or like the best radio host of all time, and now he's just, he's not that good anymore.
I hear that a lot. Or, you should just shut up. Like, shut up and play ball, or shut up and play your music. And I'm like, well, but they're citizens too, aren't they? You might not like, even if it's someone whose politics I don't like, they still have a right to express their opinion.
No, I agree. I just think he's just different now, which I get. He's grown as a human, I would actually say. He's not the same guy.
You don't enjoy this as much as the
not
other.
as much, but I still listen. I mean, listen, I've been a Howard Stern fan
I think he's an amazing,
almost my whole life.
I think he's an amazing interviewer.
I think his interviews are actually getting a little worse, though.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's I just feel like, because I liked a lot of his interviews.
Yeah.
A lot of them. And then I'm starting to listen to him now, and I don't know. I mean, I just feel like he's slipping a little bit.
In what way? Like, is he too fanboyish when he's talking to people?
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah.
One thing that always annoyed me about his interviews is he interrupts people a lot.
Yeah.
He does.
I haven't listened to him in a while. I don't know if he's gotten better with that. I've heard some interviews that I like. But if you have this interesting person and you want to know more about them, shut up and ask the question and then shut up and let them answer.
I almost feel like a lot of his questions are being recycled.
Yeah.
To a different it's a different person, but it's almost the same questions he's asked
10
other people, which again, I still listen to him. I love him. I think he started this whole thing. I mean, you want to talk about podcasting?
Yeah.
Howard Stern is
basically
not original podcast.
When he went to satellite, is basically
long interviews and
and
he's kind of backed off on some of the goofy, dark stuff that I like.
Yeah.
Which
you think so? Because
he's grown up a little bit. I know he tries to push it off on the other guys.
I don't know, man.
I mean, he's not going.
But I guess he has to. I mean, we all get older.
What is he? He's in his mid to late 60s.
He's 71.
He was 71.
So you think he's pushing that stuff off so he doesn't take the heat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's definitely.
I could see that.
I think he's that much of a genius where he knows what sells and he recognizes talent. And he's got the talent now.
And he also maybe recognized that he used to be a piece of shit to people.
Mm-hmm.
Which I like the growth of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't think his interviews have been as good as they've been in the past.
Well, you know what? I think it's starting to get saturated a little bit. I think he's doing too many of them, and he's interviewing like he's basically when Howard Stern interviews you, you're a made person. Yeah. Now it seems like he's kind of interviewing like everybody. It's like, why is he interviewing this person? I could care less.
He is, but he also he recycles the same people over. I mean, he's had Nikki Glaser on there 5 times. Yeah. Have Tom Segura on there. The guy's got a new thing. I mean, this is right up your alley. Have a guy like that on there. But and again, I like comics, and I know he kind of stays away from comics for some reason, which I don't understand.
Well, he doesn't want to get upstaged.
He always picks the comics that are
that
are hitting,
smart,
or if he likes.
He's smart. He knows.
Yeah,
he knows.
Right. Like he's had Charlie Murphy, rest in peace, but I don't think he ever interviewed Eddie Murphy. Like there's a certain
he's an alpha.
And
he doesn't.
But
he might not have been able to get Eddie Murphy at the time, though.
He might have
He might not have got Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy would have been like, I'm not doing that.
That's true.
A lot of people did not like Howard Stern.
Yeah.
And for a good reason.
Yeah.
At the time. But I think that's where he's softened his game a little bit to try to get, and now he gets a lot of A-list people in there.
I have to say,
for a comedy, it's a comedy show, but for some reason he's always stayed away from comics. He's only, he's talked to Joe Rogan, but now they kind of have a little bit of feud for whatever reason.
Like competitive.
Politics.
But he always hits like, Nikki Glaser, Silverstone, what's her name?
Alicia Silverstone?
Sarah Silverman.
Yeah, Silverman.
Oh.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Kim loves Kimmel.
Yeah.
But he has his, again, comedy is so big right now. I feel like he should be hitting some of these guys. Some of these guys, the Bert Kreischers of the world.
Let me
Seguras,
again. This is on a smaller level, so feel free to make fun of me. But I just went through this. I was at this is the racing thing. I was at the Stafford Speedway yesterday, not working, just went to basically network around, and I had a lot of great positive feedback from the podcast. And we have somebody every week on the podcast. They sit where Steve sits. And we have a long list. We have a long list of people that A, we want to have on, and B, who have asked if they can be on. And some of those people, we have no interest in them being on. And then there's a group of about 7 or 8 people that we want to have on every year because we know they're going to be good. We know they're going to bring in an audience. My point is, he probably has on those 4 or 5 people that you just said, Nikki Glaser and Sarah Silverman and Jimmy Kimmel, because his ratings are probably off the charts every time he has them on. It's a guaranteed ratings.
And
I have a
they all
question.
have the same beliefs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that could help too, but you're right.
Yeah.
I have a question about Nikki Glaser. Is she really funny? Is her stand-up funny?
She's
Great
a
on
very
roast.
good roast. Her stand-up is
It's
it's
decent.
fair.
It's decent.
Okay, so she's okay in conversation and doing roasts, but her stand-ups.
No, it's good.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's-
I haven't I've watched
as
very
good as-
little of it, and I didn't
she's
think
like
it was
a
that
Whitney
great.
Cummings is
Like,
another
Yeah.
female comic.
Yeah, I
They're
know
kind of
Whitney
in the
Cummings.
same.
Okay.
I felt like Nikki Glaser was for me initially shocking how filthy she is
Yeah.
with her routine. And now I'm kind of used to it, but when I first heard it, I was like, oh, I didn't.
But see, I thought
I wasn't
Lisa
expecting-
Lampanelli was. I heard that years ago. Lisa Lampanelli was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she was
Mm-hmm.
one of the only ones doing it at the time.
Right, but she
Yeah.
was doing that years ago.
I forgot
And,
about her.
and now
Yeah.
she quit, and she's like a coach, like a what do you call it?
like a life coach or
life coach.
something? Really? Yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, Nikki.
But-
I mean, she's funny, but I've heard 10 other.
beautiful.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
He's good looking.
Well,
She's
and that's
beautiful.
probably why.
Yeah.
Didn't Alanis Morrisette? Wasn't she one of the first people that didn't sign to a contract? She did it on her own.
I don't know. I kind of have
Look it up.
I have a pretty hard
You
crush
have to
on
look
her.
it up.
I love her. I saw her last year.
I think
about
no. I
2
think
years
she
ago.
was
She's
one of the.
amazing.
I thought
mean,
she was kind of.
I always thought
she
she
put
was-
it out on her own. Like she's like, I'm just gonna do this myself.
I mean, I liked her music, and I always thought she was pretty good looking. But she has a documentary out, came out
TV
a couple years
show.
ago.
What TV show was she in?
Smoking.
You
Hot.
can't do that on
you can't do
television.
that on television.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that might be. Well, she was engaged to Ryan Reynolds, and I think because he's Canadian as well. But was he on that show at one point?
No.
Or
No.
because he did
No.
some
Is he a Disney kid?
maybe it was Disney. I don't know, but
She was definitely
she's
on
just
it.
smart. Her Jagged Little Pill. Some of the lyrics on that album it's still really hard for me to understand how she could have written those at the age she was at. She was just they're brilliant lyrics. She's just kind of a
Something
badass.
about a movie
I love
theater.
her.
Isn't one
I
of them
love her.
about Dave Coulier?
Dave Coulier.
Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
No,
I think
the
she,
theater?
I
She
think
goes.
she
She goes.
may have-
Carly Simon on that. She refuses to say
Really?
who it is.
It is him.
Gotta
But,
be
I mean,
him.
it's clearly him.
I don't think that's
I think
correct.
he's
I'm
said
pretty
that
sure
it's
it
him
is.
because
Yeah,
he
I'm-
really wants it to be.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
No, I know they had a relationship.
I'm with
but-
Heidi. I think he
I
wants it to
thought
be
that-
about him.
But I don't
and
think she'll
she's-
confirm it. I think it's
said that
smart
on
for her
St-
to not confirm it.
Now that
said it
someone
on
brought his
Stern.
name up. Did you see the Stamos with Coulier?
No.
So Coulier has cancer now.
Oh, he does.
He does. So Stamos.
Oh.
You could pull this up, maybe. So Stamos did. He wanted to be like my bro. This is my bro. So he.
Oh, he's getting emotional.
No, I'm laughing. He put on a bald cap
Wow.
and put a video out as being like,
Yeah.
I'm
solidarity.
solitary with my brother, but instead
I'm
of
not going to shave my
not shave my
head.
head,
He didn't go Mark.
I'm gonna put a bald cap on. Oh, it's a bad look. It is a bad look.
Full House star John Stamos is getting slammed for these pics he posted with his former co-star Dave Coulier, who is undergoing chemo for stage 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Life is full of unexpected moments.
John wrote, "Nothing like throwing on a bald cap and flexing some Photoshop skills to show some love and solidarity." The response? Critics called the gesture shallow, bizarre, and insensitive.
Well, Dave. Well, John.
Of course, these two have a friendship that goes way back to 1987. And this morning, Dave came to John's defense.
Of course.
The 65-year-old says he laughed out loud when John showed
Yeah,
up.
I don't
Quote,
have a
this
problem
is how
with
we
it.
I
are
don't either.
handling a very tough time.
I don't know.
Humor is what drives him.
If he doesn't have a problem, then no one should have a problem.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Well,
100%.
I mean, if
Just
it
don't
made him
do it.
laugh, if you made him laugh, that's great. But then
Right.
if but the thing is, John Stamos put it out there to be like, oh, my brother, like, look
I
at
don't
me
know. I
being
just feel like he
sensitive, and
shouldn't
he's
have-
not. Yeah.
Either shave your head, which you
Yeah.
shouldn't because you'd probably have jobs. He's an actor. You can't shave his head.
yeah.
Don't put a bald
could,
cap
though.
on.
I thought it was. He made him laugh.
Yeah.
You need levity at that point.
But is it really a surprise that John Stamos is shallow and vain about his hair?
Well, yeah, of course.
I don't.
But you
I'm
do.
with Applebee's
it
on this
is-
one.
I have
he
no
meant it
problem.
to, I think.
Yeah, I don't
think
either.
the fact that he put it
You don't have
out
a
like
problem
that.
with it?
Huh?
You don't have a problem with him
Not
doing
at
it?
all.
Really? All right.
I think the fact that he put it out there as a like, oh look, I'm showing solidarity.
know.
It's not real solidarity. If it's like, oh yeah, look, I made him laugh. It's one thing, but I think he was trying to be like, aren't I the good supportive friend? And so it falls a little short.
Yeah, but in this YouTube social media age we're in, people like
Yeah.
he's bald. There's pictures of him bald.
Yeah.
Like so that lives on. People can have as much fun with
Yeah.
that as they want.
Well, and
now.
I will say too that like no good deed goes unpunished. I think like no matter what you do, someone's going to criticize it. But
Yeah.
it is a little
I
bit.
don't know. I just felt like he didn't have to do it.
Yeah. I kind
And
of.
to put it on the TV like they did. Yeah. If he doesn't
Yeah.
do his friend, hey, I'm putting a ball cap, I'll make you laugh.
Yeah.
Fun, but I think he was doing it more to be on TV and be like, hey.
I think I agree with you on this. Like he
Thank
was.
you.
Yeah.
It
was.
came. I felt like it came off not good. And I like I said,
Yeah.
I think John Stamos was funny, good guy, whatever. He's just,
Yeah, I think that
I just think he missed the boat on it.
I'm with Steve. Like if it cheered up Dave Coulier, then that's all.
Yeah, but
that
There's
matters.
that.
Did it though? I mean, Dave Coulier has to come out and go, "Oh no, he's my
No, he
boy.
doesn't.
I love it." He's not gonna be like, "That was fucked up."
I think he probably laughed his. He's a comedian. He probably
I
thought it was
know.
the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah, I think you guys.
If he did it for
Yeah,
laughs, that's
cut
different.
it out, guys. I don't know how to do that.